So I'm trying to think what Buddha is known for. He moved a mountain. I wish I knew more about Buddhism. That's this one lifetime, so much to learn, and I'm never going to learn everything. I want to know everything. I want to know all the information in the universe. I don't find any of this shit boring, but there's just no time to just drill into it, man. So I know very little about Buddha at all. He moved a mountain. Guess that means he's strong. But I don't think Buddhism, what little I know about it, has anything to do with violence at all, right? So it's hard to like twist that and turn Buddha into like a fighting style or a fighting power, other than moving the mountain, which I don't even know if he did that physically or if he did it with his will or something. I don't know. Maybe we'll get more elaboration on it this time. But I do know one thing: it's probably why he looks so young, because he took his shirt off and he is ripped. Dude is ripped. So I mean, that's why he's a fleet admiral. It's not, you would think you would. I would almost rather he not have a power. I mean, it's really awesome that he does, and the way the power developed was the way it disappeared. Is like holy shit, that was really good. So it's fine, right? But his intellect is why he should be up there. He seems to be the smartest person in the room, any room he's ever in. He seems really smart, really plans things out, really thought everything out, and that should be what the merit we were talking about, the meritocracy. That should be the merit of why he's standing up on the scaffold as a fleet admiral. That should be why he's in charge, his brain. But it does make sense that if you have no physical prowess whatsoever, if you can't compete with any of these people, would they respect you? Would the light admiral, like the lava man, magma boy, magma brat, whatever he was called, he seems like he's a by the book, follow the chain of command kind of military guy. I knew those types very well. He's going to respect whoever's in charge. So he doesn't seem to have a problem with it. The other two seem more unorthodox. I don't know that the other two would respect somebody who had no powers, who couldn't potentially at least give him a fight. They would respect the brain, but they also would have to respect the power. So I think that he probably does need both to keep those guys in line, right? Because you have a situation where it's like the light admiral does something out the way. He's called on the carpet. Why'd you do this? You're an idiot. Don't ever do this again. And he'll be like, look, man, say it to my face, right? Or try to challenge him physically because he gets pissed off and his ego's been challenged. Step up. Well, if he can Buddha your ass, then you can't do that. You have to respect when you get chewed out, right? So it feels like that's something he probably had to have some kind of power. It does make sense. All right, you know where we are, and you know where we're going. 3, 2, 1. Well, there we are. I assume we're all going to be up at the scaffolding once they scroll up. No, he's still there in the middle. I like his running stance. You need to get Ace off that scaffolding, man. Haha, that's right. That was a great moment, man. The build-up was so worth it. The build-up made it worth it. I assume if you attack Ace with fire, like say an explosion, it doesn't hurt him. I'm assuming that's why he was able to eat this explosion and save Luffy at the same time. He created a tunnel of protection, I guess. Excuse me for about 10 minutes. I'd have to get some frustration I need to get out. Good shit. He's like Michael with Walt on Lost. All he does is shout the man's name. I heard Ace. I did hear Ace's name, so but clearly this is gonna be about Ace. He just got out. Haha, that's right. Get these damn cuffs off me. We still gotta get out of here though. So there's that, right? At least we're off the scaffolding. Maybe we can start making our way the hell out of here. For those of us left alive, this is awesome. I'm telling you, man. Relentless is the word, isn't it? I didn't have to know who it was or hear the voice. Once I saw the eyeballs, I knew. The the glaze, the what they call it, the it's not cheese paper, but it's something like that. You know, it's a certain filter they use for romances. You know, I would feel better about this if I still had a jaw that worked. Oh, did you say fire? There was one word you used that you shouldn't have used. Fire. Split up. Yeah. Hey, man. You're with us now, number three. Oh, yeah. Commandment. Holy shit. Dude, Dracaris. Yeah. We're talking spoils of war right here, man. Just strafe these motherfuckers. Shit, they got me cussing again, man. I really need to slow my roll. My intention at some point is to actually make a little bit of a living off this, right? So the cussing hurts that. But I can't help it. Dude, always. Always. Like you said, of course. Let's start making our way the hell out of here, man. Oh, really? You think he's a fire type? I hadn't noticed. You effing genius. You owe me one. Is that supposed to be a beard? Is that what he's doing? I mean, I talk with my hands, so I kind of get it, right? But we have to have special uniforms and special swords if we're going to execute somebody. You guys are so screwed. You're so screwed. Shit. Yeah. You can't cut fire? Have you ever tried to use a sword against a campfire? It can't be done, man. Yeah. You know, that's my name, by the way, Fire Fist. I say again, Dracaris. Oh, shit. You done messed up. You better shave, by the way. That's something you got going for you. Like I said, shave is kind of a teleport. It's really just I assume a jump. It's a really fast jump, right? Oh, shit. So it's not really teleporting. It's still damn convenient. Oh, shit. Meanwhile, where's Buddha? What's Buddha doing? Is he behind you? Oh, okay. Don't back up now. That's what I'm saying. The hell out of here. They really do. I don't think. I wonder if they've ever actually fought in earnest against other people together before. Because Ace left before Luffy had really done anything, and when they were together in Alabasta, I don't remember them fighting together. They may have once, right? But they just kind of do it naturally, right? That's your next job. You better pack a lunch. They don't have to show the fist flying. We know what's up. It's like when they were fighting the zombies in the cemetery, right? We didn't have to see it. My favorite part about that was when they had been defeated. He's like, "All right, you guys ready to apologize or whatever?" They're just sitting there talking. He kicked all your asses. Still feels like they're setting me up for Ace to die, man. I can't make up my mind Ace or Whitebeard, which means probably gonna be both. Yeah, you noticed, huh? A little bit. I hit the gym a little bit. Damn, man, that wasn't necessary. See, oh, they are fighting together. Okay, I don't know how strong those adversaries were, but they were fighting somebody. This son of a bitch. It's time for you to go, dude. Fire versus ice. Fire versus ice. We're about to find out something right here. Which one's more powerful? I mean, this is elemental right here. Yeah. Uh, the mirror versus peasant. Peasant is not just something I think I would go for. Do a hawk. You know? Even a crow is better than a peasant. Doesn't even sound right, man. But whatever, you know. The author is obsessed with birds, so he probably likes every kind of bird. Looks like fire beats ice. For now. Ace runs hot. I like how smug you are. Stop being impressed. I'll be impressed if I want to be impressed, you a-hole. How are we supposed to fix it? Put anti-salt in there? Dude, was it Rosencrantz? Yeah, yeah, yeah. We get it. Dream big. Look at him. He's in denial. That's why he's relaxing. Just chilling. They're loyal, but they're stupid. You did good, kid. I don't think you're ever making it out of here, man. Oh, shit. They figured that out, huh? Oh, shit. Oh, look at him, man. Pissed. Pissed. Oh, boy. Dude, you laugh one more time. What an a-hole. I cut the crap. Nobody likes that son bitch. Yeah, maybe it's time to back up. We are losing our heads, sir. I like this dude, man. He's serious. He's not a clown like most of these a-holes, right? He's just about his business. He wants to come in, cash his military paycheck, and go home to his 6x6 bedroom, right? Spartan as hell. That's their ship, isn't it? The paddle boat? We're trying to get the hell out of here. Hell yeah. So it's all terrain. That's a good question. Who is on board? Was it commandeered or? Oh yeah, okay. Well, yeah, that dude ain't done shit, man. Squatto, that a hole, he ain't done shit. Are we supposed to use this to get away? Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust that son bitch. We don't talk about it enough, but the fact they went to the trouble to do a different musical cue for every single character card is pretty cool. A lot of shows wouldn't do that. Especially like when they don't do the musical cue in an especially tense moment, you know? Yeah, the only way he can pay for what he did is to die, man. And die in a way that helps the cause. No argument for me. A-hole. You don't need to die for my mistakes. So this is a last second cavalry charge. I thought they were coming in to collect everybody and then leave, right? No, I think they're going to run cover. Decent movie. This a-hole. What you gonna do, old man? Actually, he's not that old, is he? That's not the smart way to do it. By the way, it should be nice to have that key for him, wouldn't it? Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's get some Phoenix power up in here. Hell yeah. Fired up. It's a damn usable boat you're wasting here. I guess it does provide good cover, though. He just can't get over the PTSD, man. Can't do it. Who grabbed him? Was it Buddha? I think it's Buddha. Oh, it's Whitebeard. He's not going to let them kill themselves. Okay, that makes sense. Turn the engine off, dumbass. Ha! Badass. Can we go? Why are we all still standing here, man? This way. Dad always told me that. He said there's no greater tragedy than for a parent to lose a child. He's right, because that's not the natural order of things. Unfortunately, the parent has to go first. Tis but a flesh wound. I'm going to drop some philosophy on your ass before I drop dead. Can we go? Yeah, somebody's got the right idea. Jesus Christ, man. Let's ride. The only question is Hancock going with Luffy? That's the only question I have left. Is she going? Because I don't think she can stay here. Too many people saw her protecting. He's going to stay behind and protect him. Protect the retreat. He's going to die. This confirms it. You know what I mean? That's too sad. Not going to happen, man. Not going to have Crossfire. That is badass. He's got to protect the rear, you know? It's called a rear guard. The Navy can call this a win if they kill Whitebeard. Maybe they won't come after everybody, you know? It makes sense in every way you look at it. Somebody has to protect the rear, and this maybe... and maybe this helps you with the fallout, right? Jesus Christ. No ship is strong enough to hold me. The words are great and so are the visuals. Let's go, man. Holy shit. He's about to tear this island up, man. He's going to destroy the entire island. That's one way to keep him from following you. Yeah, boy, he hates that son of a bitch, man. These two old men hate each other. Let's go, man. Good advice. It is a new era. We don't even know who all these people are. I know some of them, of course. This show really knows how to do tragedy. Because this isn't really tragedy because he's old. He's ready to go. It's not like a 20-year-old dying. It's just not. Plus, he's sick. He's probably dying anyway. And wouldn't you rather die in battle if you're somebody like him? That's the undertone here. They're not really being explicit with. He has something, probably cancer or something. So he was gonna die within a couple years anyway. Why not die here and protect people you love, right? So it makes perfect sense and it is really satisfying narratively speaking. But it's also tragic, right? Because you feel for the people. Yeah, he really don't care, does he? He's here for the adventure, just like Luffy. Look at this, man. He's young as hell. Holy shit. He has some blonde hair, man. That hair was fire too. He uses a lot of product. He was always about the adventure. It's interesting too because they're framing, and I'm a little uncomfortable with the framing of him being the father of everybody. And they're all his sons. It's hard to have 1,000 sons. So each son you have waters it down a little bit. Now, if we're talking about real, like a father who has 8 kids, 8 is enough, whatever. He loves them all, of course. That's not what I'm saying. But what if somebody did, genetically father 1,000 people? Like, he was, hear about these cases where these people have the artificial insemination clinics and they use their own sperm instead of the father's sperms. And so they end up with like 30 kids or something. Let's say you did that, but everybody, it was above board and everybody knew about it. So you have a magic power, and every woman in the country wants your power, wants their kid to have your power. So they all come to you, and you father 1,000 kids. Okay, so you have 1,000 kids. You can't possibly love 1,000 people as much as you'd love two, right? So it waters it down. Like he has like I assume thousands of people that he considers sons, at least hundreds. So it's just watered down. It's just it doesn't resonate. I can believe them all loving him because it's individual. It's like there's 30 kids in the class. They all know the teacher's name on the second day because there's one teacher. It takes a week for the teacher to learn all the kids' names because there's 30 kids. That's just the way it works. So each individual pirate could love him like a father because it's one on one. They don't have 1,000 fathers; they have one father. Him loving them, all of them, with the passion of a father for a son is hard to believe. It's just watered down. So that's really getting into the weeds. Like, who cares, right? But I'm just saying, doesn't really hit with me emotionally. Like, I'm not feeling the emotion of we're losing our father or I'm losing my son. I'm going to I'm going to lay down my life for my son. I'm not really feeling that. I feel it between Ace and Whitebeard because that's 1-on-1. And there's a couple other guys because I like Phoenix Guy and a couple of these other people I like. But that is so I'm not like super emotionally invested in that aspect of things, right? But I love the concept of the father laying down his life for his children, his crew. And like I said, I've been to the Navy reunions. I've seen how much the regular people loved their captains. They had three. Dad had three captains, and all three of them were revered. They loved all three. One of them he went through the Cuban Missile Crisis with, and two of them he went to Vietnam with. And the crew loved these three captains. Now the ship had other captains before and after, but these are the three captains that everybody at the reunions talked about. There were people in '72. The ship was decommissioned, I think, in '73 or something like that. There were people in '72 who had some other random captain. They never talked about their captain. It was the people in the '60s who had these three different captains that talked about they were revered these men. They looked at him as a second father. I've seen this personally with my own eyes. This is a real thing. There's something about being on a ship with a person for months on end and going into combat on that ship with that person. They become your father. So I totally buy it on that level. And you can see it. The captain must go down with the ship. There's that aspect that just occurred to me. The captain goes down with the ship. He's going to go down with the ship. His ship went down. He's next. And then there's the fact he's sick. So it all makes sense. I wonder if other people saw this as a sad thing. Now, it depends on how this actually plays. Because I'm convinced now he's going to die. Right? Let's just get that off the top. How sad is it if he dies? I guess it depends what comes of it. Like, if he dies and everybody else lives, Ace gets away and Luffy gets away and all these other crew, the main commanders we've seen, they all get away because he dies. That makes it triumphant. If he dies and then Ace is still killed, that becomes super sad and super tragic. If he dies and some of his other commanders still get killed, his death did not protect them, it becomes very tragic. Because I feel like he's going to die anyway. This is how he wants to die. He wants to, he doesn't want to die in a sick bed with IVs going into him. He wants it to happen in battle, so that he's content. He's satisfied. He's accomplished what he's wanted in this life. Nobody lives forever. So for me, like, whether this is sad or not, which I don't even know if that's a question, but it's a question I'm entertaining. It depends on what comes of it. That's how I feel about it.